Hi there, church, and welcome to our latest Hope Mail video, and hope that you're well. I've just come in from Hope Shop. Actually, I was going to do this in there, but it just wasn't working properly, so I thought I'd come home and do it from home. It's Friday, just afternoon, so I hope you've had a great week. It's been a good week for me. Been interesting. Grandparents' Day on Monday at Skaz with Ivy, which was really cool. Just enjoyed that whole space. On Tuesday, I helped out a friend with some cattle, Stevie Bryson, who I played golf with. He needed a hand, so I was with him. And then today, or this morning, I went and signed the condolence book at Leslie Williams' office in commemoration for our Queen's passing on behalf of the Hope community. And so it's been a good week. Been an eventful week, and I hope your week has been awesome as well. For me, it's been about reflecting on what's important. I wanted to mention also that I'm not going, or Cher and I are not going to Lismore. Our church isn't going to Lismore next week. It would have been that only Cher and I were going to go, and so talking with Pastor Karen and Evan, we decided that it didn't tick all the boxes that we want to tick with regards to our input at Lismore. While we had the week lined up and our accommodation lined up, it just wasn't sitting right with myself. And so I ran it past those two and Cher also, and we've decided to postpone next week and go another weekend somewhere in fourth term. We're just trying to figure that at the moment. And so we've rung Helen in Lismore and let her know that we won't be coming. We've also cancelled our accommodation, and we'll let you know what weekend we've chosen to go, and maybe you can jump in and be on board as well, because it is about us. It's not about Cher and myself doing work. There's plenty of work to do, but it is about us as a church serving the Lismore community. And so as soon as we figure out what might work, then we'll let you know, and maybe it'll work for you as well. This Sunday though, we continue on with our silent auction, and it'll be the last opportunity that you get to bid on that fantastic painting, those fantastic portraits, and those incredible pieces of jewellery. And so be in church on Sunday, have a look at the display. The girls have done a great job in setting that up last week. It'll be set up again this Sunday. And have a bid. Be supportive and let that generous spirit of yours shine through. While probably only a few of you are going to be the beneficiaries of those items, that we've all participated and contributed in some way, whether by heart or by finances, into Helen's new oven, then thanks for being a part of that whole thing. Helen knows that we're buying an oven for her now, and or that she's going to have the opportunity to purchase herself a new oven, and we'll sort that out on the weekend that we go to be with her. Sometime in fourth term. This Sunday also, we're going to gather at Town Beach for a afternoon lunch, a bit of a picnic maybe, a bit of hanging out time together. The word gathering is something I've been working on with Pastor Kylie over the last 6 weeks or so, and it just coincides that youth are going to be spending some time down at the skate park on Sunday after lunch, and we thought it would be good if we could gather some of our families to just hang as well. So straight after church on Sunday, after morning tea, you may want to go home and just pack something, or you may have something packed and prepared, but join a few of us down there. I've been on the phone inviting a few folks to come along, and so there'll be, I think, a good number of people down there. So if you want to join us, then you'd be absolutely welcome. You know, in Luke this morning, I read that it's sometimes in going back that we have birthed what will take us forward. The story of Joseph going back to Bethlehem because he was an ancestor of King David meant that he was in Bethlehem along with Mary for the birth of Jesus. And, you know, I was just reflecting on that whole going back to go forward. And I just think it's a significant time for us as a church to go back to our roots, go back to our love of Jesus, the truth about our salvation, him being raised from the dead, and the life that we now have. The truth of those things, so reflecting back on those things that will birth a future for us. And as we look at truth this Sunday, the belt of truth, I really feel that the Holy Spirit's got something significant to say to us Sunday about the place of truth in our lives. And so that's a wrap for Hope Mail. Only short, but thanks for being with us, and only coming out on a monthly basis or when there's need to communicate some things to you, like Lismore not being on. I wanted to tell you about that before we got to Sunday. And so we just use Hope Mail these days to communicate the significant. And so thanks so much for being part of our church, the Hope community. Thanks for listening. And this is also up on YouTube, so take opportunity to subscribe as well, so that anytime anything comes out that is pertinent to the life of our church or our care arm, then you're abreast of it. And so cheers, and see you Sunday morning.
It's alive. Have you ever seen the wonder in the air, second life? Having come out of the waters with no one left behind. If you have so say, I see the world in light. I see the world in wonder. I see the world in life, bursting in living color. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. We sing, have you ever seen the world?